Welcome back to an introduction to breast cancer. I'm Dr. Anise Chagpar. Over the last several sessions, we've talked a lot about breast cancer. What it is, what the risk factors are, how to treat it. Well, we're in the home stretch, and the home stretch is survivorship. What do we do after our patients have already been treated? And the great news about breast cancer is that the majority of our breast cancer patients do incredibly well. So there are millions and millions of survivors of breast cancer. They have issues too, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's get started. Now, for many patients, this survivorship period is marked with some trepidation. It's kind of adjusting to a new normal, a new sense of your physical self, your emotional self, your spiritual self, because the whole cancer experience and that journey does have effects on you. And while the issues may be different than when you were going through treatment, there still are issues. Fears of recurrence, things like, what should I be eating? What should my physical activity be? How often should I be seeing my medical providers? These are important questions, and they have spurred on national attention. Indeed, the Institute of Medicine not so long ago issued this report, Lost in Transition, which really honed in on survivorship issues. What do we do in that period after you've been diagnosed and treated and now you're a survivor and you feel lost? Like, what now? I've been seeing my doctors so frequently and now they say you don't need to see me for another year. It gets scary. Well, one of the things that the Institute of Medicine has mandated are survivorship care plans. These are essentially a roadmap that give you a sense of where you were, where you are, and where you're going, which really helps you to get more control in that survivorship period. Things that are covered in survivorship care plans are things like, do you know your diagnosis? What stage of cancer you had? Do you know how you were treated? And what the side effects of that treatment could be, especially long-term side effects. Do you know who your care team is, how you're going to receive follow-up, and who you should go to if you have questions? Maybe that's your oncologist, but maybe that's your family doctor. And so having a document that puts all of that together for you oftentimes can take away some of the trepidation that is involved in that survivorship period. Now, for all of you who are patients or friends of patients, you should be asking your doctors about a survivorship care plan. It is an Institute of Medicine mandate at this point. And for those of you who are care providers, this is an important thing, an important resource that you should be giving your patients. There are a few examples of how you can do this. You can make your own homegrown survivorship care plan, or you could look at other resources. So the American Society of Clinical Oncology, or ASCO, has some great survivorship resources, including a template for a survivorship care plan that you can use. Others are found at places like Livestrong, and others exist as well. Which brings me to one of my favorite parts of this whole course. I hope you've been enjoying the guest interviews that we've been having. This time, I am so excited to welcome Dr. Tara Sanft. Dr. Sanft is not only a breast medical oncologist here at Yale, she's also the director of our survivorship program. She will be talking to us about survivorship care plans, what things are to be expected in that survivorship period, and how we can help get our patients through this period as they go through this journey of breast cancer. I hope you've been enjoying this course so far, and until next time, I'm Dr. Anise Chagpar.